Oh man, I am so excited. I got my package today. Ordered this in December. I don't remember when in December, right around Christmas time. I'm so excited to unbox this. As you can see, the Model Y is not here. The X is right over here. So my wife will be home later tonight with the Y. So tomorrow this is going to be installed. But I'm just so excited. I can't wait to open this thing up. It is going to look and feel so amazing. So, for those of you who don't know, Unplugged Performance has developed a suspension for the Model Y. They had a comfort suspension, and it was early on in the days of the Model Y, and it was okay. It had some improvements, but there were plenty of examples of that where people were like, is it worth it? Because it was quite a bit of money. It was close to $3,000. This suspension has been years in the making, and I was shocked when I found out that this suspension is, I think it was 1,400 bucks. And that includes the shocks and the coils, which is pretty incredible. It's a really good deal. So, this thing, I've already heard from Jeebs. He's already got these on his, and he said it's unlike the other suspension, like a pretty significant upgrade in the ride quality. So I just can't wait to look at this and see how it looks, because this is going to be pretty awesome. So I thought it would be fun to bring you guys along for the ride. So let's open this up and see what we're working with. Now it is in two sets, and I'm actually going to turn this camera around. Let's do that. Hang on a second. Oh yeah, that probably sounded great. All right. There we go. Now I can see you. Hopefully you guys can hear me all right. Let's see. Do. Okay. There we go. Now, this suspension comes in two parts. Like I said, you have the coils and you have the shocks, and they allow you to do your own dampening settings, which just adds to the customability to the suspension. So if you want more performance, you can get it. If you want more comfort, you can get it. Gives you a lot of opportunity to fine tune your ride to the way you like it. So, oh yeah. All right. So let's get this out. Oh, these things are beefy. Pretty substantial. But for how heavy the Model Y is, makes sense. Now let's open up the coils here. Now the crazy thing is, if you get the full set for 1,400, you get these coils too, and they actually lower the car. I think it's about 3/4 of an inch, which sounds counterintuitive, but the the recoil rate on these springs is supposed to be a lot better than what the car comes with. Pretty cool. So, and it's fun to be live. Haven't been live in forever, so I thought it would be fun to do this together. Man, these are heavy. Oh yeah. Pretty well packaged. A lot of things to cut open. Geez. Oh yeah. Plus, for those of you who like to add a little bit of color, These are gonna look really good. A little bit of that Unplugged Performance blue, really dark blue. It'll be just enough color to notice behind the wheels. It's gonna look awesome, but look at that spring, it's so heavy. So this is the rear spring. Let's take a look at the front spring. All right. There we go. And there's your front spring. Same with that color again, but I mean, this is gonna look so awesome. I cannot wait to get this on. I don't know yet how I'm gonna test this for the improvement that you're going to gain with ride comfort. I have not yet figured out what makes the most sense. I am gonna swap over to the factory wheels though, just to give it a traditional test, so that way those of you who are thinking about doing this and you have Model Y induction wheels, should be a straight comparison. Now, that said, for those of you with the newer Model Ys, you already have an updated suspension directly from Tesla. That's a comfort suspension. So the gains will be a bit different for those of you with a brand new Y versus those of you with a 2022 and older Y. But basically what's happening is we're able to get quite a bit more performance out of these shocks alone, and then on top of that, the recoil rate on these coils is quite a bit different. Actually, you can even feel it just squeezing it yourself. So both of these combined add an extra level of performance improvement, but these shocks are actually going to add a pretty significant improvement all on their own. And so my plan was, when I'm testing this, I think I'm going to test this with just the shocks, and then I'm going to test it with the shocks and the coils. So I think that'll give us a pretty good idea, because if I remember right, about $1,000 of the kit is the shocks, and then 400 of it is the coils. So I could have that backwards, but that way I'll have a good test for both, see what kind of an improvement we get with the shocks alone versus the coils. And the nice thing, like I said earlier, is you do have a way to set the dampening yourself, which is nice, so you can improve the ride quality to your tailored needs. However, I will say this, the way that this dampening is set, just looking at it, this is not going to be adjustable on the fly. So that is one downfall. So you will have to basically take the wheel off to be able to get to any of these components if you want to make any adjustments on the fly. So getting the setting to your liking and leaving it is really how this is going to end up. But if we take this cap off, you can see this is how you're going to adjust your dampening here. Right here on this top, you'll be able to make some turns out of this. So you can stiffen or you can lighten the shock absorption on these. So I'm super excited about this. It's one of the things early on that was quite noticeable with the Model Y was it was kind of a rough ride. And we had some huge improvements with the change out to the Martian wheels that we have with the much bigger sidewalls. So those have been great. I still love them, still rocking them today. But like I said, we'll put the inductions on when we test these out just to see what that difference is. Anybody has any ideas of a good way to test this in a way that somebody can see in a video what the improvement is? I'm all ears because I haven't figured that out yet. How do we want to show what the actual improvement is? But let me get the phone out. Let's see here. Flip that camera around. There we go. All right. So we've got a front set and we've got a rear set for all this. So pretty excited, super excited. I don't know how many of you saw the release of the suspension kit, but it's like 1,400 bucks for this new setup, and it is years in the making. So this is going to be a pretty substantial upgrade for the Y. I'm so excited about it. Yeah. Let's see. There we go. Now I can see the chat. Sorry. Let's see. What are you all talking about? There are nuclear secrets in this package. Actually, the nuclear secrets are all right here, and it's only 1,400 bucks for those secrets. Pretty nice. I would install it live, but there's a car missing right here, so that's probably not gonna work out so well. Oh man. So again, so this is new. I don't know what the improvement is going to be like personally just yet, but I am going to do this myself, obviously. And this is actually an upgrade that you should be able to do all on your own as long as you have the right tools. This is not a hard upgrade. I think a lot of people get pretty, I don't know, overwhelmed or feel a little bit out of their league when they talk about suspension components. But this is a pretty simple swap out. So you just one wheel at a time, one corner at a time, you're going to lift your car up, you'll remove the shocks, you'll remove the coil, swap out for these. It's really that easy. It really is. So it'll be nice to see on video how that all actually plays out in real life and what some of the nuances are on swapping out the suspension in a Model Y. But this is a pretty simple thing to do. And for the price of this, I think is pretty awesome. So I'm going to do some digging, figure out how to really measure the improvement somehow, some way on this suspension versus factory suspension. So anything you guys really want to see on this, just gotta let me know because I want to make sure that you get a good way to give this a fair shake. I am excited for the adjustability too. So being able to adjust those dampeners if you prefer a more sport tuned ride, if you're tracking your car, whatever, being able to set that to a more tight suspension. And then for those of us like me who like the pleasures and comforts of the ride, a much more plush ride. That's gonna work out pretty well. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. That actually unboxed way quicker than I thought. Thought it would be fun to do this live, but that's pretty much it. I don't know if anybody's gonna be in the Orlando area this weekend on Sunday at 5 p.m. at the new Tesla store. I'm actually going to be bringing a ton of accessories. I've actually been going through all of my stuff and putting together all the things I can give away. So I'm pretty excited to get rid of a bunch of stuff. This is where I'm at today. That's a whole set of wheel covers, by the way, the induction style wheel covers for Model 3. That's going to be pretty cool. I've got a what's this? The sun visor, excuse me, for the sunroof on a Model Y. That's pretty cool. Bunch of cleaning supplies, some Cybertruck t-shirts, some upgraded LED lights. Got center consoles, screen protectors, windshield covers. I mean, you name it. There's just so much stuff that I have that I just need to get rid of. This actually is pretty cool. This is something I didn't end up putting on my car a long time ago that I was pretty excited about. You'll have to let me know what you guys think. This is from a company called Hills. They make like real wood uh, cover for your dash, and it's a beautiful like white oak. And I'm excited to see somebody put that on their car because that's going to look really nice. But giving that away, of course, pretty nice. They have a few colors, but that'll be on Sunday. Somebody will be getting that, and yeah, still going through my stuff. So we'll see what else we get. What other cool stuff I can get to give away. Some wheel covers, windshield covers, not a suspension. That's for me. So, anyways, I'm gonna put this on this weekend. So, thought I would share with you guys how cool this looks. And if you have a blue Model Y, this is gonna look so cool, especially for those with a blue Model Y. Cool. Guys, have a good weekend. I'm gonna go spend some time with the kids before bedtime. And I'll catch you guys later.